Matteo Berrettini, first, is an incredible fighter and competitor. Matteo Berrettini is a player that believes in himself and refuses to lose. Watching him during that tournament, I was thinking that, wow. Tennis-wise, in a way, there are guys who play the same, but they don't have that. If you look at the top guys, they all have that. Zverev, Medvedev, Tsitsipas, Berrettini, they refuse to lose. The fighting spirit and the belief in their ability to win even in the most difficult situations is at the top. And that's why they're where they are. Now, if we go to the player profile, I would say number one, his serve. Serve is incredible. And he has the forehand, which is huge too. So the combination of a huge serve like that plus the forehand on the second shot makes him incredibly difficult to break. But we have to say also that he's the only top guy that has a huge weakness. He has this backhand who is very weak. On the big matches against the best players, it's a big disadvantage. But he plays smart, so he plays his backhand every time with a zone to be able to get a forehand on the next shot. And he masters the slice backhand, which is a good shot when you have a great forehand, because when you have a very good slice backhand that stays low, the opponent cannot really attack and they have to play with more spin, and that gives him more time to use his forehand. I put him in the same group as Daniil, Sasha and Stefanos because he's very consistent at the highest level because of his ranking and because he's a Grand Slam finalist. On the other hand, for me, he's a bit under them because he has a big weakness. In 2020, he played UTS, the first UTS. I remember I was shocked by his backhand. He hadn't played an official match for a long time, so the stress was much higher for all the guys. They were out of rhythm, and the level of his backhand was incredibly low. And I thought, how is it possible that a player of that level is so much unable to hit a correct backhand, at least a backhand in the court? Like, you could feel that every time he was hitting the backhand, he didn't know if the ball would go in the court or out, which was crazy for a guy of that level. But on the other hand, if I look at his strength, even though he was so bad, he was winning and he found a way to win. And after a few matches, his backhand became really good, 10 times better than at the start. Coming back to him, he won this UTS. Playing terrible at the start of the tournament, having zero confidence, with no backhand. He ended up winning it, beating Stefanos in final by refusing to lose, thanks to his competitiveness and thanks to that, having his level go higher and higher match after match.